I think in the early days, people are looking for the big carrot. They want the big vision. They want the big passion, but they don't have it. But I'll give you the first rule of entrepreneurship that I have learned, which is use what you have. And a lot more people have pain. A lot more people have anger. A lot more people have shame. And if you can use that as your gas in the beginning, you'll eventually get to a point where you can get out of that loop and then find something that you are really passionate about. But if you can't tie your shoes, you can't lift the weight, you can't send the DM, then you have to start with whatever you have.
I do not disagree with anything that you just said about the first step toward success, which is use the pain of you not wanting to be where you are right now to get you to where you want to go. The pain is a tool that you can use as well, because depending on how you use it, right? Anger, feeling of disappointment, doubt, all of those things, that is all of the negative voice. Either you just keep it in your head and then it blow up at some point, or use it as fuel to push over hurdles and over pain, over challenges, right? I said in the last video that I don't disagree that we need to use our dark side to move forward. And I stand on that. Also, I just know that, as we are pushing, you don't want to be too deep in the dark. But, as you are getting better, you need to also aim for the positive value, which is goodness, good moral, doing good for other people, generosity, gratitude, etc. In my case, when it comes to anger and pain, I know that there are things that, in order for me to get to the point that I am to my current self, I know that a lot of the fuels that I used to burn was me not wanting to be who I was, right? It's not like, there's something wrong with me, but I just felt like that version of me can be better, and it pissed me off to not be able to not take action and just stay in that position. So every time when I was in action, and when there was pain, when there was no result, when it was silent, etc., I use those fuel to keep moving forward, to keep pushing, right? And that's why running is like a big therapy for me, because every time it was hard for me to just become a good runner, right? And every time I hit the road, I feel pain. And the reminder to myself is just like, like those, those anger and those stuff. That's what I personally use to get to a point that I am at. But over time, that, okay, you burn that fuel enough, it's still there. But now we use the opposite side, which is, okay, doing goodness, sharing good message as well, and then having a different purpose, because every time you're doing something, you kind of like burn certain purpose, and then once you are done with that, you move on to the next one. I'm on my next phase right now, but just as a reminder that sometimes I need to like draw back on those dark stuff to push forward, right, to get to where I want to go, which is, it's a good one, definitely.